Nearly 2 years after the tragic death of Liam Payne, his former bandmate Harry Styles is speaking candidly, emotionally, and with visible weight behind every word. In a recent interview with Zane Lowe on Apple Music, the three-time Grammy winner reflected on the loss that shook the music world in October 2024 and changed his life in ways he says he is still processing. Now, Styles is opening up about what that loss meant, privately and publicly. I think there was a period when he passed away where I really struggled with acknowledging how strange it is to have people own part of your grief in a way, Styles told Zane Lowe. It was not just the death of a former bandmate, it was the loss of someone who shared the same stage, the same pressure, the same extraordinary rise to global fame. Styles admitted it was difficult to lose a friend who was like you in so many ways. He described Payne as someone with a kindest heart who just wanted to be great. And then came this self-reflection. It was a really important moment for me in terms of taking a look at my life and being able to say to myself, okay, what do I want to do with my life? How do I want to live my life? The grief was not simple. It was layered. Personal sorrow collided with public expectation. I have such strong feelings around my friend passing away, Styles explained. And then suddenly being, aware of there's maybe a desire from other people of you to convey that in some way. Or it means you're not feeling what you're feeling or something. In other words, mourning under a microscope. When a global star grieves, the world watches. And sometimes the world expects a performance. Styles made it clear that processing the loss was deeply internal, not something easily translated into headlines or social media posts. And yet, he also spoke about legacy, about how to honor someone gone too soon. It's so difficult to lose a friend. It's difficult to lose any friend. But it's so difficult to lose a friend who was so like you in so many ways. It's like I saw someone with the kindest, who just wanted to be great. It was a really important moment for me in terms of taking a look at my life and being able to say to myself okay, what do I want to do with my life? How do I want to live my life? And I think the greatest way you can honor your friends who pass away is by living your life to the fullest, he said. Super special person and really sad. Those words carry weight, especially considering how closely their lives once ran in parallel. Just after the tragic day, Harry Styles shared an emotional tribute to his One Direction bandmate, Liam Payne, expressing his devastation and honoring his friend's life. Styles posted a photo of Payne performing on stage and accompanied it with a heartfelt message describing the late singer as warm, supportive, and incredibly loving. I am truly devastated by Liam's passing, Styles wrote. His greatest joy was making other people happy, and it was an honor to be alongside him as he did it. Liam lived wide open with his heart on his sleeve. He had an energy for life that was infectious. Payne's death remains under legal investigation in Argentina. While manslaughter charges were previously dropped against 3 men linked to the case, 2 individuals, Ezequiel Pereira and Brian Pais, face accusations of selling the drugs involved. If convicted, they could face prison sentences ranging from 4 to 14 years. The legal process continues. The emotional aftermath, however, is something no courtroom can resolve. Liam Payne died in October 2024 at a hotel in Buenos Aires, Argentina. He was 31 years old. Authorities confirmed he fell from his hotel balcony. Medical reports stated he suffered multiple traumas and external bleeding. Toxicology analysis later revealed a blood alcohol level of 0.27%, along with traces of cocaine and a prescription antidepressant in his system at the time of death. The news sent shockwaves across the industry and through millions of fans who had followed Payne since his rise to fame in 2010 as a member of the global pop phenomenon One Direction. In November 2024, Styles attended his private memorial service at St. Mary's Church in Amersham, Buckinghamshire, alongside the other former members of One Direction. It was a quiet farewell for a man whose life had been anything but quiet. Liam Payne had become a household name in 2010 after competing on The X Factor and later forming One Direction, a band that would go on to become one of the best-selling boy bands in history. Following the group's hiatus, Payne pursued a solo career, releasing music and touring independently. Behind the fame, he was also a father. He is survived by his son, Bear, who was being raised by his mother, Cheryl. And now, nearly 2 years after October 2024, Harry Styles is choosing reflection over spectacle.